Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me in another video. So this week has been so hectic and I'm really sorry I've not been able to get my Flawless 3 Makeup Revolution video up. So today I thought I would share with you my blusher, face and eye primer makeup series, my makeup declutter series, and I'm going to post a little Insta video throughout the week just to tell you what's been going on. So yeah, I hope you don't mind that and I hope you enjoy the video. So I thought I would just add in my face primers and eye primers and like setting sprays because I have a lot that I don't use. So let's go through that. First one, first of all, is the one that's in this bag. Now you'll understand why I keep it in this bag when I take it out. It's because it burst everywhere. And because of the awful makeup hoarder that I am, I should have really just put it in the bin, but I didn't, I kept it. Look, it's even on my fingers now. This is like a green makeup base which was meant to cancel out red tones. I got it from my Mimi box, it was really good. So if you are looking for one, this is called Cheek Room. It only burst because when Cooper was a little bit younger, he ate it because I left it on the floor. So there's his little teeth mark right there. There's one there. And there's probably, one there as well, one there. So yeah, that's why that burst. I am going to put this away because it's probably got just, I don't even want to think about what bacteria it's got in it now that it's burst. But if you are looking for a green makeup base, that was a really good one. This one was really good as well, and again, can we see kind of like a reoccurring theme here with the little teeth holes? Yep, I used to have a little basket underneath my dressing table that had my face primers in it. That was a big mistake. When you've got a dog, just don't leave anything lying because they chew everything. So Maybelline Baby Skin, that was a really good one too. I heard that it was really comparable to the Benefit Professional, which I also have, and I can confirm that the feeling is similar in the terms of like the siliconeness, but what it does to your skin isn't the same. But it is a good drugstore primer. I do have to get rid of it though because it's empty and it's got holes in it. So I'm going to put this in the bin. So I might as well go on to my Benefit one whilst I'm here. This was actually what I got from the little Benefit calendar, and there's like none left now. It's just a little miniature. It was so good though. I'm definitely going to pick up the full size one. It gives a really filled in pore effect, and it also has a slight tinge to it, so it's kind of like a foundation shade, which means that it fills in your pores so beautifully. It kind of gives you like an airbrush effect before you even put your foundation on, so I love this. The next face primer was this one here. See, why do I keep things that are empty? I just don't know. This is the Urban Decay Pore Perfecting Foundation, Pore Perfecting Primer. I actually got this for my wedding, again, just to give me like a really nice flawless coverage. Nope, there's absolutely nothing left, so this will be going in the bin. Here is a primer from Primark, and it's like a cream one. It's different from your silicone based primers. Looks like that, so it rubs in like a cream. It actually has a really pleasant smell as well. It's kind of fruity, so I do really like this. I'm going to keep this one. I actually forgot that I had this Body Shop one. This is the Body Shop Insta Blur, and again it's like that silicone effect. Why do I keep saying silicone? I mean silicone. It's the silicone effect one. There it is there. Hopefully you can see that. So I actually honestly forgot that I had that one. But it's really good. Now that my Benefit one's finished, I'll use that to just fill in the pores if I'm feeling rather pory that day. So I'm going to keep this one. And my last face one is this one from Smashbox. This is the Photo Finish Foundation Primer. Kyle bought me this one for Christmas and it's so good. I love it, but I tend not to use it every day because it's really high end and expensive and I don't want it to run out. But I am definitely going to keep this one. For eye primers, I had this one. This came in a subscription box. It's so rubbish. Like, I literally dug my finger into it. Nothing comes off. It's just like an oil. It's absolutely awful. So I'm definitely going to pass this one along. Had these two testers from Urban Decay. Sometimes you get these on like sets. So if you buy a palette, sometimes it comes with like lipsticks or the little testers of the primers. Now, they are really good primers. Like, if you watch my video, you will know the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer in Eden is my absolute favourite go-to eyeshadow primer. but I just don't ever see myself gravitating towards peeling these off and squeezing them out the tube and using them. So I know that maybe my mum or one of my sisters would find these a little bit more useful to them, so I'm going to pass these along. But I'm 100% keeping this one. This is my go-to eyeshadow primer. I also really like this one as well. This is just the eyeshadow primer potion in original, so when I'm finished with this one, I'm going to move on to this one. This is the eyeshadow primer potion from Urban Decay. I think this is in the shade Sin. As you can see, the writing has rubbed off because it's really old. I think it is in Sin, but it's actually separated now because it's a little bit too old. So I'm going to put this one in the bin because it's too old now. And then these are the setting sprays that I've got. I used to have the Urban Decay All Nighter, but I just recently finished that. So right now I've got like the tiniest little dribble in here, so probably one more use and that'll be finished. I've got my Makeup Revolution Pro Fix spray that looks like it has been through the wars, dragged through a bush because it's so dirty. I don't know why, but these two are really, really good. So I'll definitely need to go into town, go into Debenhams and pick up another Urban Decay setting spray. But yeah, for now I'll keep these two. This one is the Urban Decay Vitamin B6 one, which is really, really good, but it is finished as well. This one really is great for your skin. It's a primer, so it preps your skin, reduces redness. It's vitamin infused, so it's really good. They recently just launched these in America, I think, but these have been out for a while in the UK. But yeah, this is finished, so I'm going to have to put this in the bin. So these are all the ones that I'm chucking. That awfully green one, these two, and all of these. So in total that is 9 that I am chucking either in the bin or passing along. And these 7 I am going to keep. So I'm going to put this obviously in my everyday drawer because you know I love this, along with the 2 sprays because they're almost finished anyway. And I am probably going to use my Body Shop primer as the primer from now on and pop these away in the drawer. I've decided that this little basket with my foundations is probably the best place to just add these primers in because I would obviously go towards a primer to get my foundation. I'm going to add the little eyeshadow one in there just now as well, and I'll add all of these into my everyday drawer, which you will see in my makeup collection video. Okay, now on to blush. As you can see, I have so much blusher. I do like a bit of blusher and I always try and use something different. I don't know if I'm going to chuck much out. I looked through my bronzers, my contour like kits and contour colours along with highlighters, and didn't chuck anything out. I just kind of quickly scanned through them, so I thought there's no point in going through telling you what I've got for me to tell you that I'm keeping them all, because I'll just tell you what I've got in my makeup collection. But I did want to just share with you some blushers because I do think there's going to be some that I am going to be throwing out. So starting off with blush palettes, I have this one from BH Cosmetics. I got this when I was in New York, love it so much, so I'm definitely going to keep this. I think I'll just go through blush palettes first because I know that I use them the most and I'll definitely be keeping them. So this is the first one. The next one is this one from Becca. I'm definitely going to keep this as well. It's got a beautiful dusty rosy pink here, an orange and then a bright pink. This is the other blush palette that I got from New York. This one looks like this. It's just got so many beautiful colours, so I'm definitely keeping that. I also have the Blush Goddess palette from Makeup Revolution. It's got 4 blushers down the bottom and 4 highlighters down the top. I actually used to love this blusher palette. I used to use it all the time, and this highlighter shade was my favourite. Look how pigmented that is. I don't know why I stopped wearing it. It's just like a beautiful kind of glow. If you can see, it's not too sparkly, but it's really glowy. I think I'm going to put this in my everyday makeup drawer just so I gravitate towards it more and I definitely use it more. The next blusher palette I've got again is from Makeup Revolution, and it is the Sugar and Spice. This is the pink one. It's got so many gorgeous pink tones. Again, amazing palette. I've used it loads. I used to use it all the time, so I'm definitely keeping that. And then lastly, this palette, I know that one of the shades in here is smashed. See, I've got it covered with like a little bit of kitchen roll, but this is the Peachy palette. I definitely need to repress that blusher, but this is the Hot Spice palette, so I'm going to keep this one as well. So next up, I've got this baked blush from Beauty UK. This one is smashed, and it's been smashed for quite a while. I know how to fix smashed powders, and I've never bothered to do it because I'm obviously not interested in fixing it. So I'm not going to put it back in my drawer. I'm just going to throw this out because I know I'll never fix it, and I'll just sit there broken until the next time I declutter. So I'm making an executive decision and I'm just going to put this in the bin. I have this baked blush from Beauty UK as well, but this I'm definitely keeping. It's a gorgeous dark peach colour. It is so pretty. This is in the shade, where's the shade name on these? Rose Rouge. Oh, it doesn't come off as peach on the hand. It kind of comes off more like pink, but it looks peach in here. It looks peach when you apply it to your cheeks as well. I don't know, maybe it's just the camera and the lighting, but this is really pretty, so I'm going to keep this. This was another little smashed one. This is the Collection Gorgeous Glow Blusher in the shade, oh, I think it's just Blush Block. It was really pretty, but it smashed, and again, I've never taken the time to just repress it, so I'm just going to pass this one along. Maybe someone else wants to repress it, but if not, I'll just pop it in the bin. Now, I got all of the matte blushers from Makeup Revolution, which are these ones here. This one lost its lid, but it doesn't put me off because I love this colour so much. I think this is called Fusion. Yeah, Fusion, and this one is called Nude. These two are my favourite, so I'm definitely going to keep these. I'm not sure about these three because I have probably never used these, I don't think. They're all dirty because of the other blushers, but this one is like a hot pink. I don't know if that would suit my skin tone or if it'd be like a little bit too light. Another pink, this like a Barbie pink. Yeah, this one definitely not. I'm going to give this one away. This is in the shade Dare. That's far too bright for me. And then we've got this one, which is in the shade New Rules. It's kind of like more of a reddish undertone pink. Obviously you wouldn't put it as pigmented as that on your face, but I actually think that I'm going to pop that in my eyeshadow drawer and start to use that like in the crease, because I think that would look really pretty. So I'm going to put it in my eyeshadow drawer. This one I'm going to put back into the collection, but if I don't use it within the next couple of months, because it is summer now, then I'm going to give it away. Next up, this is the Be a Bombshell, the one stick in the shade Plum Crazy. It is this super dark plummy shade. I probably got this in like, oh my god, it's so bright. I probably got this in some sort of like subscription service. I would never ever use this. Never. I don't think I even have used it. I probably shouldn't have swatched it there so I could have added it into some sort of giveaway, but I have, so I can't really do that. But yeah, this is basically the one stick. You can use it on your cheeks and your lips and things, but I think for my skin tone that is just far too dark. I'm just going to have to pass this along. God, I've got this cover so dirty now. This little rug thing is so dirty. Oh well, it doesn't matter. We're in the process of decluttering. I'm sure it'll be fine. So next up, this Ladykin Blossom Blusher. This was another one that was in a subscription box, but again, it's just far too light. It just doesn't suit my skin tone, so I'm just going to pass this along. This is in the shade number 2, Milky Apricot. I have this e.l.f. HD blusher. I don't think I've ever even used this. This is in the shade Headliner, and I don't think I will use it because I'm not really into cream blushers really. No, I actually haven't used this because I'm having to like pump it. You know, like when you haven't used anything and then you have to pump it a couple of times to get it out. That is what's happening here. There we go. Here's a little bit. Yeah, I just never ever use cream blushers for some reason, because I just find it's quicker just to add a powder blush, although that is a really pretty colour, but I'm not going to keep it just for the colour because I know that I'm not going to use it, so I'm just going to pass this one on. Same with this one here. This is by Makeup Revolution and it's the Vivid Blush Lacquer. This is in the shade Rush. I'm never ever going to use this, so I'll probably add that in with a giveaway because it's still got the seal on it. Okay, next, I might as well talk about these whilst I'm on the side of kind of cream blushers. These are the Stay Blushed Liquid Cheek Tint by Rimmel London. This is Pop of Pink and this one is Sunkish Cherry. I have used these before in a video, but again, I just never ever use cream blushers because with a cream blush, you've always just got to set it with a powder blush anyway, and I just find like it just takes up too much time. No, I'm just going to pass these on because I'll definitely not use those. Oh, I feel like we're actually getting somewhere. So this one is from Starlooks. This is Rose Gold, I think. Yeah, this one is in the shade Rose Gold. It is so pretty. It's really easy to wear as a highlighter as well, as you can see. Gives a really nice sheen. If you were darker than me, this would look really, really nice as a kind of rosy gold highlighter. But for me, it does work nice as like a blush topper. So sometimes if I don't want to wear a heavy blush, I'll use a lot of bronzer and then I'll add a little bit of this onto my cheeks. But this is really, really pretty. I'm going to actually put this into my everyday makeup drawer because it's so, so nice, and I think it's perfect with like the spring and summer sunny weather coming up soon. I also have these two blushers from e.l.f. This one is in the shade Shy and this one is in the shade Glow. As you can see, I very much loved this one that was in Glow. It was a gorgeous peachy shade. I think it's maybe just time though to give it up. I'm never gonna, to be honest, I used to reach for this all the time even when I hit pan, but I'm never gonna, I've not reached for it in ages purely for the fact that I just can never get anything out of it. So I think I'm just going to pop this one in the bin now. I am going to hold on to this one though because this is a gorgeous pink colour. It's really sheer as well, so it's really great if you just want a really nice touch of pink on your face. Okay, next I actually bought this blusher for my wedding. This is the Urban Decay Afterglow blusher in the shade Fetish. It is a matte blusher and it lasts for 8 hours. It is the most beautiful, natural flush of pink. It just looks perfect for like a kind of like blushing bride makeup look. So yeah, I really like this. Obviously I'm going to keep it. I love Urban Decay and it has so many memories for me, and it also is an absolute gorgeous shade. Here is a mineral blush from Ellie Splash. Another thing that I got in a subscription box. Again, along with cream blushes, I don't really tend to gravitate towards mineral blushes. But how pretty is that? That would again be such a beautiful eyeshadow. Oh my god, look how pretty that is. I mean, I don't think I would ever wear that, even if it was really sheer on the cheeks. I think it'd be a bit too dark for me, so I am going to put that one into my eyeshadow drawer and use that as an eyeshadow. I got these Too Faced blushing hearts in a little kit when I went to New York, and I really love these blushers. They're quite out there shades, but they're the only Too Faced blushers that I have, and I do use them, so I'm going to keep these ones. I got all of these little Benefit minis in my Benefit Advent calendar last year. This is the Dandelion blusher. This is Posy Tint, Lolly Tint and Benny Tint. And these can be used as blushers or as lipsticks, and obviously this can only be used as a blusher. I really, really like these though, so I am definitely going to keep these and put them back into my makeup collection. So we're on to the last couple of products now. These two are blushers from Makeup Revolution. As you can see, they're really old because you can't really even see the writing anymore. But this pink one is called Hot and this orange one is called Treat. I used to use this orange one all the time. Anytime that I had a nice peachy look, I would use this. There it is, there it is. Such a gorgeous shade. Then I got the Becca one from New York, which I'll show you quickly. And I always gravitated towards that orange shade instead of this one. You can see they're really actually similar in tones. But I am going to keep these both again because I do want to start getting back into using them. I think I'll pop the peachy one in my everyday makeup drawer just so that I've got that and I can gravitate towards it. I have the MUA Shimmer Kisses blusher. I never gravitate towards this. I don't even really know why I bought it because it's not my kind of colour. Like, I don't like really shimmery things like that. Is more like a highlight to me than it would be a blusher. It's really beautiful though, and if someone who really likes pinky tones might like this, but to me I wouldn't really even use that as a highlighter because I don't suit pinky highlighters, so I think I'm going to give this one away. Oh, it is a highlighter. It says 4 shimmering tones for highlighting your complexion. Super blendable for sheer radiant skin. Well, I'm an idiot. I thought this was a blusher, so no wonder I've never used it. All this time I've thought there's no point in me having it because it's too sheer. Well, there you go. It is a highlighter after all. So I'm going to give this one away. And then my last two products is this little blusher from Starlooks in the shade Darling, which I'm definitely keeping. And this little e.l.f. blusher duo. When I bought this in New York, I bought it for the purpose of contouring, but this one is too peachy undertones, so I am going to try it as a blusher instead. If you're wondering, this is in the shade Soft and Subtle. So I'm definitely going to keep these two as well. So that's the blushers done. These are the ones that I'm either giving away or I am putting in the bin, along with this little one here that I'm going to keep for a giveaway. So in total that is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 that I am getting rid of. These are all the blushes that I'm keeping, and these two that are going to go in my eyeshadow drawer. So it is quite a lot, but I still think that I've done quite a good job considering I am a blush addict. So I'm going to pop these in my eyeshadow drawer, single eyeshadows, which is the drawer underneath my dressing table. I will show you that in my makeup collection video. Like I said earlier, these two are going to go in my everyday makeup drawer, which again I'll show you in my makeup collection video. I have this tray from IKEA that I cut the two ends off that fits perfectly in my storage drawers, and I'm going to add all the blushers into this. So I've put all the little blushers in that side, and I'm just going to add all like my blush palettes into this side. This one I'll just need to stick up a little bit because it's a bit bigger than the box, but I think it will all be fine once it's in the drawer. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video. I'm sorry once again that it wasn't what I had planned for this week, but definitely look out for my Instagram story or my little Instagram video. I'm not sure how I'll do it yet. My Instagram is just Kirstin Beauty. I'll leave the link in the description box. And also check out my giveaway video. I'll leave that in the description box as well. And yeah, enter that if you haven't done so already. So thanks for watching. Have a lovely day. Bye.